y'all, welcome to the second part of my experience working at Aritzia video series or whatever I'm doing. It's not really a series, but you know. So let's dive right into it. I worked at a smaller store. I worked at a specific store. It was only Wilfred, so I worked at a Wilfred store, and yeah, it's really great because I only had to concentrate on Wilfred products. Now, if I had to concentrate on the whole thing, it's really difficult. Like, I get it because customers come in thinking like I work there full time. So they come in and they're like, oh, I'm looking for like a jacket. It had like bell sleeves and blah, 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 blah. Do you still have it? And I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Which brings me to my last video. I talked about knowing their product. It is really important to know their product because you are selling it. So if you don't know the product, there's always an iPad or computer available for you to search kind of the thing. But yeah, it's probably impossible for you to know all of the products, but before the fall launch, I was able to browse the website just so you can kind of get an idea of what is coming out. So if your store doesn't have it, you can tell them, oh, it's online only or whatever. So yeah, it was really easier for me because I was only a Wilfred store, so I only had to memorize and deal with Wilfred items. Whereas if you worked at the whole Aritzia, girl, you got a lot of stuff to memorize because that's the whole freaking store. That is Babaton, that is Wilfred, that is Wilfred Free, that is TNA, that is Community, that is Sunday Best, that is Tallulah, that is Little Moon. Like, it's all of those brands, and all these brands are Aritzia brands, but all the brands have and stand for a different woman. So like, there's just too many things going on. So thankfully, I was placed at a Wilfred store. I was lucky enough not to have anyone catty work with me. The whole Wilfred store was amazing. I really loved working with everyone that I did work with. Everyone was so funny and chill. So I was happy with that because I was scared that I would get into a store where everyone is yelling at me because I was new. But no, everyone was so super nice. I didn't know how to cash people out, but those girls would come right away and help me. So like, they were honestly so nice, and if I had the time, I would keep my job there, but I just don't have the time anymore. Like, I barely had time to see my little Bearbellino, and it is so important to see my little Bearbellino. How cute he is. Oh my gosh, guys, look how cute he is. Like, I didn't ever get to see him because I was always working. And it's just hard on yourself to work 7 days a week. Like, honestly, the discount was not worth the 7 days a week. So I was happy that I had it. If you guys are curious in the discount, everyone has a different discount depending on what you are. So I was a boutique associate, which I didn't know was different than a sales associate. And my discount was higher than those people. So Lily, Life of Lily actually made a video on secrets Aritzia employees don't want you to know. So her discount that she mentioned, I had 10% more than what she had, but only on the Wilfred products. So it was really weird. So if I ever went to another Aritzia store to buy something, I only got like that percentage off. It was kind of crappy because then I could buy it at my own store for the higher discount, but then sometimes it's just like, you ain't got time, because once you get to work, you don't want to stay there anymore. I want to leave. And then I worked on the weekend, so it was always super freaking busy, like unbelievably busy. So it was a good experience overall. If you are looking for a fashion forward company to work for, apply there because it's honestly, the clothing is so nice, and if you could get a specific boutique store, like, it's more chill to work there than an actual Aritzia store. Like, anytime I step into Babaton, it's a lot more freeing. There's less people in there. There's more of a tight-knit store, so you don't have to deal with all those people. So it's like, honestly, a lot greater. Things I didn't like is that I was always constantly reminded to sell, and because I'm not a pushy person, I didn't really like that. It was like a little bit stressful on me there because on my day-to-day job, people come to me, I don't come to them. So it's a little bit more stressful there, and I'm also the kind of shopper that knows what I want. So when I do shop at Aritzia, I always tell them not to bother me. And I usually have a specific girl that I go to anyways, so I understand it's important to build that relationship with clients, but yeah, that's one thing I didn't like. It's that like it was stressful because I always had to make a quota, and it was just like that was really stressful. And you're always on your feet, and it's really difficult to remember who you are servicing. Even though I had a small store, like I cannot even imagine working at a bigger store because I always forgot who I was servicing. And it's really important to communicate to your colleagues of who you're servicing, because like you could go up to someone and you could ask like, hey, can I help you find whatever you're looking for? And they'll be like, oh, I already have someone helping me. Like, you don't want to steal their clients, because once you start working with someone, that's their client, or that's your client. So of course you don't want someone stealing yours either. So it's really, really important to communicate. That's like a huge thing there. It's like always like, I'm communicating with you, I'm communicating with you, I'm communicating with you, I'm like servicing this person or that person. So it's like a lot to take in after a while. I was lucky enough that I only had to work like 4 hours to 6 hours every shift, and I was placed on the weekends, which kind of sucked because that was the busiest time. During the weekday, it's like a lot less busy because people are obviously working, so they don't have time to go shopping. But yeah, I never got to experience that. They were always like, oh, it'll get better when you work on a weekday. I was like, girl, I ain't gonna work on a weekday because I work on the weekday generally. But my experience there was really good. If you guys want to know any of the secrets, I don't really know if there's any secrets. If you guys have questions about working for the company as a whole, like leave them down below and I can make a new video about it. Or you can DM me on @HelloHarleyBlog on Instagram, because I will most likely answer you there as opposed to here faster, because here I have to check the comments, but over there I get an instant notification. So be sure to follow me at @HelloHarleyBlog. Also, then you will be able to keep up with my Aritzia clothing and see what I am sporting. Like today I'm wearing the Halo jacket and the Ensemble top, and these are both by Babaton, which is not the store I even shop at. I mean, this is not even the store that I actually worked at. So if you guys have questions, let me know. My experience working for Aritzia as a whole was really great. I really loved the company still, and I will still buy their clothing. It's just gonna sting a little bit because the discount is no longer there. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what questions you guys have in the down bar once again, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!